Je m'appelle Dr. Ali Mattu. What's the psychology of travel? Let's find out on the PSYCH Show. Lots of things happen when you travel, but I want to focus on two: mindfulness and acculturation. Mindfulness is a skill that helps you completely focus on the present moment. Think of it as a pause button that suspends judgment and helps you become completely aware of what's happening around you and inside of you. Everyone experiences mindfulness every now and then. I have a completely mindful experience whenever I go to the cinema and I'm watching a movie. But most of the time we're running on autopilot. We wake up, get ready, go to work or school, and do things without realizing what's happening around us, what we're thinking, feeling, or experiencing. All that changes when you travel to a new place for the first time. You're much more aware of the present moment, and this is especially true of Paris. There's just so much to see, like Monet's water lilies at Giverny, the history and gardens of Versailles, the Louvre's expansive exhibit halls, not to mention all the other museums around town. Then there's the grand streets, boulevards, alleys, bridges, parks, and monuments. Combine those sights with all the food and drink Paris has to offer, and you've got a city that's built for mindfulness. You don't have to travel to Paris to experience mindfulness. It's a skill that you can begin to build at home. Mindfulness isn't always going to make you feel better, but it is going to help you to feel more. Most psychologists agree that all problems in mental health have their root cause in avoiding thoughts, feelings, or situations that are hard for you to experience. Mindfulness is one tool that'll help you face those situations. But mindfulness isn't just about awareness. It's also about suspending judgment and opening yourself up to the experience you're having. One of the hardest things for travelers to suspend judgment on is being in a brand new culture. Lots of different stuff goes into culture, like language and beliefs, customs, rituals, perceptions of time, media, and so much more. The farther away you travel from home, the more likely you're going to be experiencing a very different type of culture. This is the opportunity and the challenge of travel. When you adjust to new cultures, that's called acculturation, and the culture shock you experience in that process is called acculturative stress. People assume there's only one way to acculturate, assimilation, and that's completely wrong. Assimilation is one option, and that's when you lose some aspect of your original culture and completely embrace a new culture. But there's also integration, where you're actually combining parts of the new culture with parts of your existing culture. Other options include separation, where you maintain some aspect of your original culture and reject aspects of the new culture. And marginalization, where you're actually losing aspects of both the new culture and your original culture. A big thing to remember here is you don't just acculturate to one giant monolithic culture. There are many ways in which you can adapt to each part of a culture. During my time here in Paris, I've completely assimilated to the way Parisians eat. Very small breakfasts, larger lunches, and long stretched out dinners that happen at very certain times of the day. These meals are sacred to Parisians, where you are completely focused on the meal and the people around you and don't let anything else come in the way of that. I love that, and I hope I can take that back with me to the States. I try to integrate language and speak more French, but I keep messing this up. I say bonjour when I'm supposed to say bonsoir, and I just can't seem to order an Americano the right way. Café orange? Café allongé? Café allongé. One aspect of French culture I've completely separated from is smoking. I get it, it's a big part of the tradition here, but as a kid growing up in California where it's illegal to smoke pretty much anywhere, it's just not something I can get behind. Are there areas where I become more marginalized and lost aspects of my original culture as well as the new culture here? Absolutely. When it comes to social support and friendship, my friends aren't here, haven't made any new ones either, so that's something that's sort of become lost. That's okay because I'm just a sojourner. I'm here for a temporary period of time. But you can begin to see how being in a new place, in a new culture, not having friends could lead to a lot of acculturative stress long term. Cultural change goes both ways. It's not just the traveler who changes, but the host culture can begin to change as well. All over the city, I see signs of America. My favorite are the American-themed restaurants. Why do some people experience culture shock and acculturative stress while others experience less of it? The reason you're traveling makes a big difference. I'm just coming here for a short trip, and my experience is different than someone who might be immigrating and deciding to live here long term, or someone who might be migrating here and escaping their country. I'm also coming from New York City, a place where there's a similar urban culture, a large public transit system, and people are always on guard against pickpocketers and people who are coming up to you for random and strange reasons. If I was coming here from a very different city or a small town, my experience being in Paris might be very different. Want to be more mindful and experience less culture shock on your next trip? Do your homework before you leave. Begin to understand the place you're traveling to. Talk to other people who've already been there. And then when you arrive, try to suspend your judgment. Notice things that are similar and different, and try to understand why that might be. When things feel too different, find a piece of your own culture to hold on to. What are some of your most memorable travel experiences? Let me know in the comments below. Click on Eiffel's Tower, s'il vous plaît, to subscribe and get more psychology.